We are going to do some testing at the very top of this right now. Doing some testing of a new noise gate setting. I can see already that it is working because my dog just barked a lot. So, I tested I listened back to the audio from last night, and touhou 16 is just super loud. So we're gonna do some audio volume checks, like relative voice to game audio volume checks for a quick sec before we get started. So I'm just gonna leave it on this loading screen as we get into it. I'll start a countdown here and do my testing before that all necessitates something different. Okay. Okay. Starting up the game. It's kind of annoying because I cannot update it while this game is full screen. Okay, check, 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 check. Game audio playing right now. We're turning down the sound effects because this game's sound effects are insanely loud. Okay. And the last thing that I'm going to do before we get started is just make sure that my SNES controller is going to work. So let's go for this, that. Oops. Oh no, did I? Something up? Nope. Okay, that worked. It's just sounding really weird because I have this stuff in my ears. Okay. There is no guide button. The is here. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Okay, and here's the other thing is that I need to, because this thing only has two axes, we need to map the axes as if they were a joystick. That's what I'm missing. Okay, so SNES USB pad. Uh, oh yes, upload thingy. Back out of that. We're gonna do one more test, make sure this works. And then at the 2-minute mark, we'll play our startup song. Still trying to figure out the best way to get the music player going. Ooh. There we go. Hey! Okay, okay, okay. We got it. Alright. I am going to stop 6 trillion audio tests and actually get dashboard set up, get my headphones plugged in the right spot, and get ready to play. Probably only have time for like 1, maybe 2 runs right now. But, well, at least we'll get some time. Still working on the best way to display what music is playing. I might have to go back to Snip. That worked really well. Although it didn't work with VLC by default. Get into it, shall we? I was having issues. Was having issues with the game display slowing down the game streaming in the VOD. At least that's what it looked like. So, going to set this so that it doesn't split the way I talk. Okay, I can't find it right now, but we're just going to chill way out on the on-screen displaying. To make sure it's displaying properly as the game loads in, and if nothing is catastrophic here, then here the run shall begin. Just gotta make sure it shows up. Sweet. Okay, cool. Let's get into it then. Okay. Eventually, I will have a consistent way to start up a stream without having to do 6,000 sound test things before I start. I recently updated the OS on my computer, and didn't save any of my OBS stuff before I did that. So it's been a process of refiguring things out and adding new things to the process while I'm at it. For example, I got a webcam with a built-in mic, which is much easier to use than my audio interface from when I was streaming a bunch of Touhou 8. But being more affordable in that way means that I had to do a bunch of experimentation with the noise gate before I started this stream. Which means I'm not going to have as much time, due to other plans I have this evening, to stream consistently. It is unlikely that we will get into the zone today. But there are some things that I wanted to talk about this game, even though I'm pretty new to Touhou 16. It's one that's available on Steam, so it messes with my computer a lot less than some of the older ones. Like, I want to replay 8, but it's funky. But, I went off on this whole spiel, when I was streaming yesterday, about how this game, Hidden Star in 4 Seasons, does such a good job of actually reflecting the seasons, not only in the background and in the story of the game, but also in the way that these particular bullet hell patterns end up displaying. It's highly thematic, and I want to talk about it, but in listening back to the audio, which is part of why I had to do a bunch of adjustments today, in listening to the audio from the VOD once I turned my mic on yesterday, I learned that I had it all out of whack. I had the audio level set mostly where I remembered them being when I was using the like the more full-scale microphone that I have, and I had to be more meticulous about how I set up this like lower end mic. Because the other thing about using the hardware mic is that I had hardware controls on that mixer. If it was too loud or too quiet, I could just crank it up by turning a knob. This one I had to pay more attention to how the levels were set inside OBS. So that took a little bit longer. That was embarrassing, dying twice. That's okay. This is maybe my favorite level. I haven't even seen Stage 6 of this game yet, but this is maybe my favorite level so far. Wait, have I seen Stage 6? I might have gotten to Stage 6, like, right to the beginning of it. But, yeah, starting in Stage 4, starting with Stage 4 on this game, I just started getting wrecked. So I'm pretty sure I've only actually seen Stage 5. Hence the casual goal. That's how I started with Touhou 8. Was just setting a goal of actually making it to Stage 6. So that's what I'm gonna do here to begin with. Ooh, I almost backed up into a stray. That was bad. I'm gonna try not to do anything stupid with these green bullet streams. So, I will talk about the nature stuff, and even some stuff that I noticed when watching someone's VOD where they had English modded the game, which I haven't done to this yet, since I updated my computer and had to reinstall this game. I do want to talk about that stuff, but I will talk about it on a stream where I actually have more time to kind of get in the zone. Because I do think it's pretty fascinating. But the audio from yesterday's stream was jacked up, and frankly, I was not in an entirely sober mind state, so I don't think that I explained myself very well. Anyway, let's try to do this boss better, shall we? Let's try not to die to the most basic attack formations. Yeah? Yeah, sounds good. There we go, that's better. Ah. I knew what was happening there, but I overcorrected. I think that's one thing that this game is going to be good for, is more than Touhou 08. By a decent margin, I think this game will teach me to not overcorrect when I'm dodging. It seems a little tighter. Just ever so slightly less forgiving. So that opening is actually much easier if you go up. So I was watching a YouTube channel called Shmup Junkie. One of the fundamentals of the genre that he reminded me of in one of his Shooter 101 videos, which I watched because playing this game pointed out to me that my fundamentals have gotten pretty rusty. One of the things he talked about was controlling space, right? Other tutorials I've watched have talked about controlling the board in terms of time. Shmup Junkie talks a decent amount about that as well. But anyway, the point that I was driving at there is that if you control the space rather than letting the bullets control your spacing, you are more likely to find yourself in an advantageous position on the board. So that's a concept I'm going to be thinking about pretty hard during this. One of the other things he talked about was staying inside the pattern, so we're going to try to micro through these knives a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit to start with. That was kind of dangerous. It's okay. These knives are much scarier. I do feel like I saw a door. Could have... okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. That does make it a lot easier. Okay. This is another one where we're going to see how the, how safe the middle feels compared to backing up. Woo! Kind of wild swung there, but that is making it easier. Okay, so... taking notes, right? Important concepts for shmups. Stay inside the pattern. See, like, that was crazy, but that was not a totally unreasonable move there. So, okay. I just flew straight up into that lightning cloud because I was greedy for the pickups. That's entirely on me. But wow, so that fundamental concept, just being reminded of it and just attempting to execute on it, that little strategy reminder, that little set of fundamentals is already paying off. Now this one, I'm fine with microing near the bottom, but we can actually see, continuing to take that into account, if we're aggressive about our positioning, the gaps are actually wider the higher up the screen we are. And that card gets even easier to micro through. It's like, it actually stops being micro, and becomes like larger movements that you can swing. So maybe this is the move. Maybe for this run we're just going to think about playing in the middle of the screen. Maybe that's the move. Because, like, I know right here the middle is extremely safe. As crowded as it starts to look, it's really safe right here in the middle. And then we can do our little spiral dance, inverted with the Mystic Serpent. And we can do it again. This isn't strategic, it's just fun. You can clearly see that it's not strategic by the fact that I died to it. I was sort of pathing through this level yesterday in a way that I am not right now. But maybe we'll try to get back to that. I'm just kind of having fun trying new stuff. That's another thing Shmup Junkie talked about. Just try new stuff. See if you, see if by making it a little weird, you end up with a new perspective on things. Like there, I found some wide open angles there that I hadn't seen before. This is maybe another one where I can try and be aggressive about the timing. Nope, didn't even need to. Okay. Let me up. No. Dang. That's okay. Oh, we are at 4. We are at power 4. Okay, so here's the river full of doors. I'll explain what that means in another playthrough. I actually want to get like a drawing board sort of overlay situation going on and show some of the stuff that I see on this level. Not that I think I have much to teach anybody who's seriously into this game. I am very much a beginner, or like experienced novice is how I would describe myself. It was dumb. I was playing that very carelessly. As I was saying, oh yeah, I'm starting to see some patterns in this game. I think this game is good at teaching recognizable patterns in a certain kind of way, and I want to like draw them out. Because I've actually looked for resources on this game in particular, and like playthroughs below below expert level, and they're few and far between. And I think I could maybe contribute to the modern materials in this genre, like teaching materials in this genre, even though I only have the most basic of concepts. Okay, so here I wanted to experimentally see if the middle was safer. Clearly not that much safer. I always lose at least one life here, but man, that was just bad. I should have bombed. I hate that stage. I hate that phase. I don't hate the stage. I really like this stage, actually. But I hate that boss phase. I should have just bombed. That's okay. Okay, so this is another one where we're going to seriously experiment with staying closer to the top of the screen. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing in this stage is experimenting. Badly, but that's okay. Okay, so this is where we start getting screwed. This rain screen is where we start getting screwed. So I want to actually see if I can practice mode stage 3. Not stage 3. Stage 4. There we go. There we go. Let's just try some stuff, right? Okay. So there was another sort of fundamental sort of thing that Junkie was talking about. Which was like, you don't want to corner yourself, but if you start along the sides, you can sort of stream bullets and open up windows for yourself in a certain kind of way. So I want to see... We'll move through this. We can micro through that part of it, but I want to see if I can try something like that with this part of it. So we're gonna, like, have them shoot up here. And then... Actually, let's not even shoot. Let's... I have something specific I want to try here. Oh, this section's actually really easy if you stay over here on this side. That's great. That section isn't even why we're practicing. Okay, so we're gonna start over here. I'm just thinking, when I pause, I'm like reflexively going to reset because I did a lot of like practice round resets playing Touhou 8, but I just need to think about it. These guys are making pretty obvious open lanes here. Kind of. You know what? I'm just gonna reset this and play through it. Just gonna reset this and play through it. Okay, so if you stay on this side, you will basically always end up with a bunch of shit going into the corner. So, as soon as I see the big bullets pop up, we're going to move to the middle. We're going to assume that we didn't use much firepower through stage 3, because I didn't show it, but I do have a decent amount of consistency through stage 3. And then we're gonna see what happens starting here. And we're just gonna kind of look at this a little bit. I see an open lane if I'm not already swinging up into that. So, no, okay. Should have microed. I should have, okay, let's try this again. Okay. There's a move that I wanted to try, and I just don't think it's meant to work with this formation. So we're just gonna back it up, try it one more time. Okay, so see what's happening here is in doing that, we kind of, like, revealed a new stream. Kind of like what we saw in stage 3. So if there's a way to translate that into this weird diagonal rain screen, dude, Wait, wait. Is the move actually to go in a circle around these dudes? Almost. I mean, that almost worked. Let's try that again. One more game from the top. The piano does one specific thing in this stage's opening. In the opening of this stage theme, that makes it sound particularly more like a MIDI piano than usual. Okay. Okay, that worked. I don't know if that's a good strat, but that strat worked. What am I doing? Okay. You know what? Okay, now we're gonna go from the top. Now we're gonna go for the top. And I'm just gonna run through as far as I can on one coin, because I got stuff to do soon. Oh, the piano actually does the annoying MIDI thing in this track, too. I'm actually sad I noticed that. Something I saw a player do. I don't even know if it was on purpose, but he would go up to the collection line during that phase with the green spore things, and whether on purpose or not, what ended up happening is that streamed the extra shots that those blue dudes add to that pattern. Made them much easier to watch. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to send a Discord message to the person with whom I have plans after this run. Okay. Just gonna take this run as far as we can with one coin, which means no deaths on this fight, please. Okay, well, so much for that. I really need to get a better idea of this hitbox. I think it's bigger than the one in 8. Not by a ton, but I keep getting snagged. And I want to stop getting snagged. because that's really annoying. Nobody should be getting hit by this pattern. And I'm getting hit by it because I'm going in for grazes. Well, okay. Screw it. I said I was doing 1 coin, and then I died 3 times on the first boss. Let's just do better, shall we? I need to come up with a better one for that ring thing. The bit where she sends out the rings and then they pivot and start spinning against each other like that. I need to come up with something better for that than just backing up and picking a door to go through. I need to, like, actually route that. Okay. So, same thing we were talking about before. If we control the space on the battlefield, sometimes it's easier. So we're going to try to control the battlefield from the middle of the screen as opposed to the bottom, where we have by default given up ground. It's another shmup junky concept. Know where the enemies are going to pop up and blast them before they can blast too much onto the field. We'll see if we can't start applying some of that on stage 4 as well. Almost overcorrected. Okay. Here's where we start sort of following the streams. I don't really need power because I'm on a continue right now. And here's where we try to stay inside the pattern. See, like, I feel like if I can sneak past these knives, I should also be able to sneak past the green bullets from the first boss, but... so far, I have been getting hit a lot on that first boss. Really for no good reason. Okay, this pattern was a lot easier from the middle. I need to process this one. This one is actually one that I want to take a screenshot of and, like, draw the grid of bullets. That's something I've been thinking about. Like, if I could take a snapshot and, like, make straight lines out of all the points on the screen where bullets are, I think it might be easier to follow. I think I just noticed something about that knife pattern, too. That's cool. I'll have to think on that a little more and see. You know, the first time I tried Touhou 16, was near the end of when I was streaming Touhou 8 regularly, in, like, 2021, and, I hated this boss theme when I first started playing this game, but it's becoming one of my favorites. Which is funny because the Touhou 8 second stage boss theme is also one of my favorites. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, control the battlefield. Draw bullets where you want them and then move past them. Okay, got an extra life and then just backed up into a bad guy. Speaking of strategy, that's not one. Okay, here's where we start to see this level's power-up drop streams. Maybe? Nah, that was weird. That's not how I usually do that. Okay, but like, in the spirit of experimentation, those raindrop patterns seem easier to dodge from the outside. That was just dumb. Only reason I'm still alive is because of extra lives. Like, okay, here's the stream. Here's the stream with the little doors in between the streams of blue bullets. Like, as they fold over this way, there's a little door. I didn't even stream through as many doors. Okay, yeah. This is a good boss theme. Come on. Okay, cool. Hey, that wasn't too bad that time. That was not too bad that time. I'm gonna have to start wearing my beanie to stream. Okay, because my hair keeps getting in my face. I keep taking my hands off the controller to try to swipe it out. Okay. It's a whole lot of stage 3 on that board. We'll see if we can match that A1 run from when we were on a roll a while back. And we'll see if we can kick off those A1 runs where I accidentally saved the name. But, that is gonna be it for now. Thanks for hanging. Gonna shut down, and we may be back late tonight.